What's going on, everybody? This is John Jake Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Memphis Dynasty here on NCAA 12. We got one of the underrated NCAA games that we have, and look, our record's a little bit different than maybe what we had with the end of the last episode, and there's a good reason for that, because there actually was a game that we played before this UConn game that we have here in this episode, right? So, the Cincinnati game was supposed to happen, and the Cincinnati game did not go very well at all. We got blown out 52-17. We straight up did not have a good time, particularly in the second half. But what ended up happening with us, though, is that this game actually got corrupted. This game did unfortunately get corrupted. I did talk about that in a channel update earlier this week, but that being said, we lost our second game of the season and we dropped our Big East Conference opener. But we do have this game against UConn. They're 1-4. They're actually a little bit similar to how our team is on paper. They're B-, B-, C+, whereas we're a C overall squad with C+ offense and a C- defense as well, but not a lot of faith in us right now. Kirk Herbstreit is going to be rocking with the UConn Huskies here in this particular episode. So with that being said, our big goal in this one is to come out here and let's try to go about winning this game. Let's get our first conference win of the season, but I hope you guys are still excited for it. If you are, make sure you go ahead, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button as well if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. Let's go ahead and hop right into this thing. I'll see you guys on the field. Alright boys, so we actually did win the coin toss, so we're going to go ahead and defer that thing to the second half. So really need that defense to go ahead and set a tone as we get to this quarterback early, sped up that clock a little bit as we disrupted that halfback screen that they were trying to set up. And that will make it 2nd and 10 instead. We'll see if UConn actually goes for a forward pass. They actually tried to dump it off, but this defense, they came ready to play today, as Eddie Coolbeans was there to bat that pass down. And just like that, we're looking at a 3rd and 10. Trying to get him off the field early. Quarterback's got plenty of time, though. He's going to step up. He's going to throw downfield. It's going to be picked off. It's going to be picked off by Eddie Davis. He's going to try to return it back. It's going to be brought down at about the 35-yard line. There is a flag on the play, though. They are calling a holding penalty. It's on one of the UConn offensive linemen. So beautiful field position to start this game. We'll see if we can take advantage. As Riley Bell is going to drop back to pass. He'll go over to the left-hand side and throws a rocket. So Luke McConnell, that will be good for the first, not the first down. They're going to make it just short. But we should pick it up here on this next play as we throw over the middle of the field. And oh, we had Tufington open. Oh, that should have been a touchdown, but we straight up missed him. That's crazy, man. So it's 3rd and inches instead. And we're going to try to go a little jet sweep to the right-hand side. See if I.T. Thomas can pick up this first down for us. And I.T., he gets to the outside. Got a lot of room to work there, too. He'll be inside the 20-yard line. So now our first red zone opportunity of the day as we will hand it off to Tufington as Tufington gets a nice run after a nice cutback to the left-hand side. And now looking at a 3rd and short once again. Trying to punch it into the end zone, get that goal line opportunity. But Riley Bell is going to be stopped here on the read option. Lost a few yards there too, and it's a little bit too much to go for it this early in the game. So we'll just go ahead. We'll bring out our walk-on kicker out. I want to give our punter a little bit of rest here every once in a while. Short field goals, our kicker is perfectly capable of making. And that's what we do. We'll just 25-yard drive to get things started, and we'll take the lead early. So we force UConn to go 3 and out on their next possession, though. So let's see if we can finish this drive off with a touchdown instead of field goals. And we get a nice pitch out to the outside to Tufington, who's down the sideline. He's trying to scoot. One man left to beat. He cannot get away from the safety, but another red zone opportunity incoming for the Memphis Tigers. Looking for a touchdown this time. Bell trying to throw over the middle, but that is going to be incomplete. Now staring down a 3rd and 9. 1 for 2 on 3rd down conversions earlier today. We'll see if we can get it on the slant pattern. And we got a man open on the slant. It's Jody Gentry who wins his one-on-one on the outside. And he cooks his defender on a way to a touchdown for your Memphis Tigers. And just like that, we're going to go ahead and give ourselves the lead even more. But UConn really struggling out the gate here in this one as they go 3 and out once again. So lockdown defense so far for the Memphis Tigers. And a chance for us to extend our lead even further now, as we already have a 2-possession lead. Great start. As now we face 3rd and long. Gonna go with a free wide to the right-hand side. Bell's gonna drop back, throws to the right-hand side. And Trayvon Randolph is going to hang on to that one. 1st down for the Memphis Tigers. As Bell drops back to pass, looks over the middle of the field, finds an open Tufington. This passing offense doing a good job finding a rhythm early on in this one. As Bell drops back to pass, trying to throw it over the middle, looking for Trayvon Randolph once again, but threw behind him unfortunately. So now it's going to be 2nd and 10, but we got a man open downfield. It's Luke McConnell. Luke McConnell burns the defense on his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And that's going to make it 17-0 your score. And a great start for this Memphis football squad. Already up 17-0. And also forcing yet another 3 and out. It's been one of those games. Really finding that rhythm, showing the type of team that we are capable of being. So let's see if we can keep that going now as we have a 2nd and inches coming up. Trying to throw to the right-hand side as St.Thomas will hang on to make that catch. And once again, that's another 1st down that carries us into UConn territory. And we'll see if DeAndre Bryan can get open over the middle of the field. Trying to get it out to him, but he drops that pass unfortunately. Had the ball in his hands, but cannot corral it in. And now, facing a 3rd and 6. Couple plays later. Going with trips to the left. Bryan's lined up on the right-hand side. Bell's looking around, looking for someone to get open. Trying to get it out to DeAndre Bryan. But he just couldn't get that pass up enough. And that's going to force us to have really our very first punt of the ball game. So, tough look for us as we miss a tackle there. That's how UConn, straight up, that is how they get their very first down of the entire game so far. It took them almost an entire quarter to do it, but UConn, they might have found someone on the ground here as they pick up yet another 1st down here as well. Dan Daniel does have to come in and make a play, and this is something that we haven't seen a lot of so far because we've locked things down pretty well, but UConn, they really do like to go no huddle after almost every play. And they're going to go try to get one downfield, trying to throw one up for the defender. But it's going to be incomplete, though. So a break there, as that is going to take us into the end of the 1st quarter of action. And we are playing some phenomenal football to start things out. We're going to be up 17-0 after 1 quarter of play. So now we jump out here into the start of the 2nd quarter. We already got this 17-0 lead. Let's see if we can get him off the field yet again. But we give up a huge run. And that was just bad assignment gaps right there. There's no shot that he should have gotten that much yardage on us. But hey, it is what it is. We got to clutch up here. Because UConn is on our side of the field and they're looking to threaten as they're going into their no-huddle offense. This time it's a play action though. Just going to dump it off to the left-hand side, but still managing to find a few yards there. Since we did back up pretty considerably, didn't want to give up that deep ball. They do like to go for those explosive plays if it's there, so I don't want to give them that type of opportunity. As now, 2nd and 5, again, a run up the middle, and it's going to be another first down for the UConn Huskies. Again, the UConn offensive line going to work, really handling our defensive front. It's a very young front filled with sophomores and freshmen, so they'll eventually be really good players to be able to dominate their offensive lines, but in the meantime, a lot of work that needs to be done, as now UConn, they're on the verge of scoring for the very first time today, and they're still getting us in no huddle. We're going to try to counteract this by sending the blitz, because I expect that they'll try to run it. They do run it, but we still give up the touchdown anyways. Gentry just stood there and watched it happen. Need him to attack that gap a little bit better than that, or at least show a little bit more effort. But either way, we do no longer have the shutout in play. But now our offense comes back out onto field, trying to get it to where we're trying to go about getting this score back on the board. Is now 3rd and long coming up. We'll see if we can send it deep here. Looking at Luke McConnell. I got a one-on-one on the outside, though. Going to throw it up for Luke McConnell, but McConnell can't make a play. Matter of fact, it's going to be intercepted. And now UConn, they could possibly come out here and make this a game all of a sudden. You really hate to see it. So UConn will take over at about midfield following the interception. As now dropping back to pass, looking over to the left-hand side. It's going to be caught. First down for the UConn Huskies. And we're already looking at a red zone opportunity. Couple of plays later, though, dropping back to pass yet again, looking over to the right-hand side, and it's going to be caught for yet another first down, another goal line opportunity to try to make this just a one-possession game. 1st and goal, dropping back. It's going to be a screen to the right-hand side, and he's going to weave his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. And the Huskies get yet another one up on the scoreboard. And we're only up by a field goal all of a sudden. So now we take back over after an interception on the previous drive. We'll see if we can take a little bit better care of the football this time around, as Luke McConnell will go ahead and make the reception. Gain of 6 yards there, as Bell will again drop it off to D'Angelo Bryden. And Bryden actually had to work his way for that first down. UConn played that extremely well, that little short curl route. So another first down for us to work with, as we'll drop back to pass it again. We want a deep ball downfield, and we were trying to find Jody Gentry. He had a step on that safety, but could not reach the ball, unfortunately. So now it's a 2nd and 10 instead, where we go to Tuvington on the ground. And he does pick up a good set of yards for us there. That'll be a gain of 9 on that play. So now 3rd and short coming up for your Memphis Tigers. We try to pick up the first down, going with the option, and Bell might have gotten it. It was really close, but Bell is going to get that first down nonetheless. And that will keep things moving for your Memphis Tigers. However, shortly after, we face yet another 3rd down. This time, 3rd and 5. Looking over to the right-hand side, but can't get it out soon enough. Trying to get it out to D'Angelo Bryant on that out pattern, but it's going to be considered an incomplete pass. And Tommy Wyatt's going to have to pin them deep, which he does. Gets them inside the 5-yard line, so maybe a little bit of a safety opportunity, which is quickly squandered as the first play of their new drive. They'll immediately pick up a lot of breathing room. They're already at almost the 20-yard line, or they would have been if it would have just been a regular old touchback. But it now really opens up the playbook for UConn. We'll see what they decide to run next. It's going to be a run play to the right-hand side, as our defensive linemen can't get off their blocks or make tackles, apparently. Josh Meadows, last one on defense. He misses. And now, can Dan Daniel catch him? Nobody can. And it's a touchdown for the UConn Huskies. That's a 95-yard touchdown drive that they achieve in only 2 plays. And bad tackling and bad gap assignments will give UConn their very first lead of the game. So after we were up 17-0 at one point, we have given up 21 unanswered points now. And it's time to see if we can finally get back on that scoreboard. We have not scored yet in this quarter, though. That's not going to help us, though. A drop pass like that, that would have been the first down. You got to be killing me, man. So now it's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up the sticks. Got a couple of routes that we could go to. We'll see if somebody can get open. Looking over the middle to Trayvon Randolph, who hangs on and makes the grab. We do only have one timeout left to work with, so we are going to go into our no huddle offense. As we quickly get ourselves over to the line of scrimmage, we go with the play action. Bell looking around, tries to throw over the middle, but that is nearly intercepted. We were actually very fortunate there that this pass was actually dropped. And now, 2nd down coming up as this does at least stop the clock. We almost take a sack. That would have been a major drive killer if Riley Bell didn't get rid of the football in the nick of time. So now, 3rd and 10 coming up as Bell is going to line up in the shotgun formation. Dropping back, looks over him right hand side and finds St. Thomas, who hangs on and makes a big play on that football there. So now another 1st down for your Memphis Tigers as Bell drops back the pass, looks over the middle, a dangerous throw over to Trayvon Randolph. Doesn't hang on to it. It wouldn't have gone for very much even if they hang on to that catch. But it's now 2nd and 10 as Bell drops back, looks over the middle. He finds D'Angelo Bryden in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis Tigers. Let's go, baby. Riley Bell going to work right now. And that will give us the lead going into the halftime locker room. We are having a very exciting game over in the Big East Conference. So 1/2 away from getting our first conference win of the year. Let's see if we can make it happen. So since we did end up winning that coin toss, we deferred to the second half, and here we are in the second half. We start with the football. Let's see if we can get it rolling here to get things started as we try to set it up with a school screen pass to Jody Gentry, but that is quickly going to be snuffed out. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10, but UConn's playing pretty close to the line of scrimmage. Nobody beyond 10 yards. See if we can take advantage here. We might have a man downfield. Can it be caught? Gentry got it. Jody Gentry able to burn him down the sideline. 1st down, Tigers. Now in scoring range. Let's see if we can take advantage as we throw the ball to Tufington, who's got a big play of his own. And now a 1st and goal opportunity for your Memphis Tigers. So let's see if we can punch it into the goal line. 1st and goal. Looking over the middle of the field. Trying to get it out to Goodwin, our fullback custom. He can't bring it in, though. It was batted away. So a couple plays later now, we got a 3rd and goal situation as we're going to try to run it with Chase Mitchell. See if we can pull that fast one. But UConn, they were certainly ready for that. So didn't have to trot our field goal unit out. And thankfully, we do sink that field goal right down the middle of the field. Kick is going to be good. And that means because that kick is going to be good, we extend our lead to 6 points. But we do force UConn to go 3 and out on their next possession as we try to extend this lead even further. Good run here by Tufington to start the new drive, by the way. He'll pick up a gain of 7 there. See if we can make something shake here on this 2nd and short. As Bell looks like setting up the play action. Drops back. Looks over to the left-hand side, but it's going to be intercepted. The pressure getting to Riley Bell as he makes a bad decision because of it. And so that gets taken back all the way to around the 35-yard line. Here's the crazy part. We probably had A open, but we were sped up a little bit too fast there. Couldn't get to that next read. And now UConn has the ball. We need our defense to really step up, and that's a good way to do so. Forcing that incompletion. Probably a business decision to drop that pass. That would have been a loss if he actually hung on to it. But now, 2nd and 10, and we get to his quarterback. Let's go, baby. How about that hit by Dan Daniel? Is a part of a ferocious defensive front, at least in the passing portion. That's our 4th sack that we've gotten today. It's been a great day. Let's see if we can make it sack number 5. 3rd and 17. Looking to the right inside, but we give up the big play. And Dan Daniel also misses the tackle too. So we had a defensive lapse in the secondary. And not only that, we also don't make the tackle. Dan Daniel, just not a good play there whatsoever. That's a benchable play if we actually had better safeties. But now UConn is going to have the lead once again. We are going to be down by 1. And now it's our time to strike back. Got to get this 3rd and 11 first as Bell rolls slightly to the right. Does find Luke McConnell on the perimeter, though, and does actually get himself to about midfield there. So now, 1st and 10 after the big completion. See if we can get yet another one as we throw over the middle of the field. And D'Angelo Bryden, again, hanging on and making a play. Now closing in on field goal range, at least for Tommy Wyatt. Toof, he's going to run the ball up the middle himself, though. Is that a 1st down? They will give it to us. That was a little bit close, though, but we will get the 1st down. Now, on the verge of field goal range, though, as Bell drops back, looks over to the middle of the field. Toofington does get that 1st down. That will be for a gain of 8. So now, 2nd and 2 coming up as we'll get Chase Mitchell checked in. He'll actually get a nice run up the middle of the field, and it's going to be yet another red zone opportunity for your Memphis Tigers. This is really starting to turn into quite the shutout that we got going on right now. 2nd down coming up, though, as Bell drops back, looks over the middle of the field, finds St. Thomas. Can he find his way into the end zone? He does! Touchdown, Tigers! It'll be interesting to see if we actually go for the 2-point conversion or not, but either way, I'm just happy that we were able to hold on to that ball long enough for St. Thomas to get open. And now it's time for that 2-point conversion. We'll see if Trayvon Randolph can get it off the jet sweep, and sure enough, he's got the blocks that he's looking for, and Trayvon Randolph gets into the end zone without even being touched, as that is going to put an end to that 3rd quarter of action. We're up 35-28 in what has been a very fun shootout to play in. Let's see if we can close the deal and get our 1st win in conference play. So now here we are in conference play officially, as we'll pick things up about a minute into the quarter. They try to set up the screen, though. We get a safety, bro. Let's go, baby. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Get in that safety. And how about Leonidas Mitchell really staying with the play after he was chop blocked into the ground. So now we take over after the safety. You can really put this game away as UConn, they send the blitz. Nobody realizes the ball was on the ground until it's too late, though. So we turn the football over right back to them. And it just feels like a golden opportunity to put this game away. We can't do it. So now UConn has a chance to make this a 1-score game. And sure enough, very next play, literally the very next play, they're able to get a go pattern against our defense. And after a successful extra point that, obviously happens off screen. I don't like to show extra points. We are going to be only up by 2 points. This is a very close game, and we still got 6.5 minutes left to play. So we still need our offense to get some more points here as we throw over the middle of the field. D'Angelo Bryden again. He has been a nice safety blanket for Riley Bell today, who has really thrown all over the field so far. Over 300 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. He's been a true definition of a gunslinger, but trying to look for that big play downfield. Takes a sack instead, in a very compromising position for us nonetheless. Now 2nd and 19. As Bell drops back the pass once again, looks over to the right hand side, finds Luke McConnell, and Luke McConnell's going to get all of our lost yardage and then some. Now makes it a much more manageable 3rd down conversion. I definitely prefer 3rd and 5 over 3rd and 19. We'll see if Bell will go for the 1st down run as he's looking around, trying to find somebody to get open. Throws it to Toofington. But a safety comes in and deflects that pass away at the very last second. So we had to punt the ball away, and we still hold just a 2-point lead with 5 minutes left to play. Dropping back to Pastos, looking around over the middle of the field, trying to get that user interception. Trying to debate him a little bit too much there, and we definitely paid the price. They get a big gain because of that, as UConn, they might only need one more first down, and they're going to be in field goal range. But we will not let that happen very easily, though. Getting yet another sack. And now it's 3rd and 17. Going with 4 people being sent on a blitz. Base cover to coverage. Dropping back. 3rd and 17. Looking over to the left-hand side. And it's going to be nearly intercepted. And our defense does hold out. And they will decide to punt the football for right now. 4 minutes left to play. So let's see if we can run some clock out. That would be really nice for us to do. As Bell is actually just going to go ahead and take off. He'll slide down and get to about the 30-yard line as well. And that's what we need to do. If there's not obvious passing routes open, just got to run that football, baby. And speaking of passing that football, we get it out to IT Thomas yet again. And Thomas does make yet another reception for us. A very good drive for us so far. As we don't want to get too comfortable here. Still want to be a little bit aggressive. We'll see if IT can win on the one-on-one. It could have a choice there, but we'll choose to get it to Luke McConnell instead. It's the safer throw in this situation. Luke McConnell's been having a great game too. 8 catches, 113 yards. Got a touchdown too to go with it. Really in a spot to possibly try to run some clock out, but we miss on the out route throw. How do you miss on a wide open out route? I have no idea. So we actually start running the football for real this time. And Trayvon Randolph, he's only going to get a couple of yards here. But we're going to get called for a penalty here. They're going to call a holding penalty on Luke McConnell. So as much great as he's done, we're now with a 3rd and 22. Got 2 minutes left to play. We'll see if we can find a way to pick up this first down somehow. So we'll drop back, and we'll take the sack, but the sack's not the worst thing in the world, though, at least in this particular spot, because it does at least force UConn to use one of their timeouts. So they'll have 2 timeouts left to work with, still 2 minutes left to play, as they go with the halfback draw. We were bamboozled, we were fooled there, and that is going to give UConn a first down that they can work off of. Of course, easy to say, they're going to go with the no huddle as well. We send 4 people to blitz the quarterback, but clean pocket for him. He's going to go for the big ball downfield. It's intercepted. Daniel got the interception there. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about, man. That is what I'm talking about. You absolutely love to see it. So now we had a chance to run out all of this clock. We only needed 1 first down, but we actually go 3 and out on our next possession. So our defense needs to come out here. 1 more drive. Can they hold them for 1 more drive? This drive is for the game. Dropping back. Mitchell's got a little bit of pressure. Throws to the left-hand side. And it's batted away by Daniel. 4th and 5 coming up. This is for the game. Memphis, the players trying to get the Memphis fans to come out. Support the guys, make some noise, and we almost win the game on that play. But they will provide the first down there. And so UConn stays alive. And a couple of plays later, again, throwing downfield, looking for the big one. That's going to be deflected away as well. In comes a 3rd and 10. UConn has really struggled with the 3rd downs today. They're just 2 for 13. Dropping back, looking, gets sacked. And that's a big-time sack to get by Chase Gentry. Able to bring him to the ground. And now 4th and 16 for the game. We have 8 in coverage. Dropping back, got some time, throws to the right-hand side. It's caught. BB Carr again, get in there. And we tried to allow the touchdown because we knew they were going to be in field goal range, right? Given where they caught that football. So now, trying to at least allow them to get into the end zone. They get the touchdown there. But at least it gives us a chance with the football. UConn can't just run it out and hope for the best, right? So That's really the thinking there. They will go for the 2-point conversion, though. This will make it a 6-point game, and sure enough, their tailback is going to get in there for the 2-point conversion. Can't lose specifically off a touchdown anymore. Got to get the extra point, too. So here we go, 18 seconds left. We got 2 timeouts to work with. Let's see if we can make some history happen here. Bell looks over to the left-hand side, finds Luke McConnell, who immediately gets himself out of bounds. It does allow us to save our timeouts. We'll call the exact same play, see if we can get another chunk play downfield. This time trying to throw to the right-hand side, but that's going to be incomplete. We probably got 2 plays in us tops, and that's it. So we got to make these 2 plays count. First one is going to be Bell dropping back in the shotgun, throws over the middle of the field, but Luke McConnell drops it. This will make this a much more workable Hail Mary ball. And now it comes down to this very last play of the ball game. Bell got trips to the right, hoping for a miracle. Drops back, fires to the right-hand side, and it's going to be intercepted. Trying to make something happen there, and it looks like it's just not meant to be today. We end up dropping this game. Final score, a heartbreaking one for the final score. It's going to be 43-37. So we drop our 2nd consecutive game in a row, and boy, oh boy, does this one really hurt. I wanted to win this game, but instead, we're going to be 0-2 to start conference play. Well, boys, I don't know how we did it, but we find a way to blow a 17-point lead in this game. I thought it was going to be one of those games where possibly we'll have a doubleheader or we'll be able to get out of this game early. Nah, UConn fought back, and unfortunately, we take yet another L. Riley Bell, though, he threw the ball a lot today. 30 for 54. Probably a little too much for my liking personally. Did have 390 yards and 4 touchdowns, but did also throw for 3 interceptions. Now, that being said, we did have a 100-yard day from Tufington. It was the best rushing performance that we've had on the year. We did also see St.Thomas get a few carries, as did Jace Mitchell. And of course, the receivers did go off today. Multiple guys getting touchdowns today. Luke McConnell led the way with 9 catches, 132 yards, and a touchdown, alongside St.Thomas. And D'Angelo Bryan also find the end zone as well. Also find the end zone too is the junior redshirt in Jody Gentry. However, it is our defense that actually lets us down here today. 43 points allowed. It's just not going to win a lot of ball games. That's just not how it's going to go. But a couple of bright spots though. Nazir Evans, Chris Gentry, and Eddie Coolbeans did lead the team in solo tackles today. They all had 4 apiece. A bunch of other guys with 2 tackles as well. So kind of a team effort in that regard. Did also get to his quarterback a lot today. He really felt it. Leonidas Mitchell in particular had a great day. He had 2.5 sacks in this one. And then we also saw Dan Daniel, who had an interception. Nazir Evans get a sack alongside Chris Gentry, Jason Chris, and then Eddie Coolbeans getting a sack there too. Oh, and in addition, we did see Eric Davis get a sack as well. The junior from Alabama also mentioned to come out here and get an interception. So we did force multiple turnovers. It just, unfortunately, we lost a turnover battle big time, and that was the difference. That was the difference in this game, and sucks that we lost our 2nd game in a row. Got some things to figure out here in Big East Conference play. But with how things were going in recruiting, it was a little bit of a slower start for us, but at the very least, though, we did manage to at least go ahead and bring in a few pretty good players. We're going to bring in Robert Neely. He's a 3-star tight end, number 10 tight end in the country, so he's a very good signee. He's from the state of Tennessee. And then we also managed to sign Darius Noon as well from Vicksburg, Mississippi. He's a high-end 3-star, as well as Sean Taylor, who's a high-end 3-star as well. He's from Panthersville, Georgia. One downside, though, is that we did miss out on various 4-star guys, so that's a tough look for us, but we're still in the running for one particular player. That's Jake Ellison. He is a soft commit to our program, who in the next episode will actually be visiting our campus. But guys, we are 0-2 in Big East Conference play. It's not where we wanted to be, but that is where we are right now. So you do absolutely hate to see that. But that being said, though, still have a good chance to go bowling and continue our wee streak of bowling here in this series. But we got to win this game. Next episode is going to be a big one for both recruiting and conference implications. 3-3 so far on the year. And let's see if we can finally turn this losing streak around, as next episode we will be taking on the University of Southern Florida. And it should be a good one. Should be an intriguing matchup as we try to find a way to win our first conference game. Hopefully we can figure that out. And if you guys think that we can, I need you guys to go ahead, smack that like button for me. If you're brand new to the channel as well, make sure you go ahead, smack that subscribe button. Come join this community. But with that being said, this is John J. King on the mic signing off. Hoping you guys are all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.